Welcome, honorable viewers. This is the one and only Honorable House of Parapo.
Very true. Yes. We give him accolade.
Honorable members, I have the floor.
Exactly.
So let's try that again. This is the critically acclaimed Honorable House of Parapo.
Very true.
And of course, please ignore the noise you hear in the background. All right. And of course, my name is Bumi. I am the Speaker of the Honorable House, duly elected, incontestable, and undisputed. And today, you are in for an experience like none other. And I can guarantee that. Now, I'm going to introduce your honorable members in just a moment. First off, we have the honorable member who, from this part of the country, it feels like they only have two colors, black and white.
They have color brightness.
He is the honorable member who's like something that rolls all the way from Mountain Kilimanjaro down to the ground. His inflammability is never in doubt. He's TIV positive, a bona fide descendant of Takuruku Yamazanga Baparadada. Let's make welcome Chief Kwamenge Shao Yovesoyosha.
Because justice doesn't matter, justice matter is a black or white. I wouldn't want to go far. Mama, don't even enter.
How can you come?
Don't even, Mama, what is this? Mr. Tell this man that he does not have to.
But no, people don't have
in a way, I'm telling you. If nobody got me back,
Chief Kwamenge Shao has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Switcherman, for the honor due me. You see, where I came from, it's either black or white. Listen, big. It's either the truth or the right.
Thank you very much, Chief Kwamenge Shao. Also, we have seated the honorable member who understands the dimension of a standard container.
40 feet by 40 feet.
He is the honorable member representing the Southeast. The one and only Owele Evaristus, Eucharistus, Callistus, Sixtus, Secundus, Livinus, Cactus, Christanus, and Anus. The Ononekura one of Igbo land.
Igbo, real Igbo, Igbo. The only reason why we are doing like that is because there is a fowl inside of you.
Then there's a snake inside of you. You have a snake spirit.
You have the spirit of, and people will tell you.
You are just a tapeworm.
Yeah.
I'm
a tapeworm.
You are a tapeworm.
Then you are a one tape.
You are a
At this point, I'd like to say, Will Evaristo, shots fired. Do you want to say any other thing to your people?
Well, actually, I want to tell you that you are very welcome as you are in the House of Parapo. We are here to talk about issues that bothers me and you. And I don't have time to join one with the man that is like a woman.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I have the floor. Also, we have seated the honorable member who, from his part of the country, everything they should have used in developing muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints have been channeled to their buccal cavity. Needless to say, some say he's summarized, others say he is a briefcase, some say he's a no case. He is the honorable member. I have the floor. He's the honorable member representing the Southwest, the Wild West, Kanye West, Taribo West, Kim Kardashian West, Northwest, Michael West, Waist Pain, formerly Westeros, and of course Westeros, Mr. Muri Akeribiata Alakoriwan.
Thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. I say thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Thank you. I say thank. Thank
Moses Molinga.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I feel very excited, elated, elevated, illuminated, ramastated, rastafated,
And demoted.
demoted.
You see, it's a problem.
Yes, I have the floor. I have the floor. Because
Start looking like
Bacon.
you have the dialysis.
man,
Actually, it's not the arrest, it's called dyslexia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I will now begin with joining issue on a beautiful day like this with those that very soon they are going to be needing the services of a Mibaro to carry their stomach. I will also now begin to align myself with the people who are resembling one strand of spaghetti. Ben, lighting
Are
complex.
you talking to me?
Thank you very much, honorable members.
Respect the grabbing.
Now I have the floor. Last but not the least, we have the honorable member representing the Arewa constituency,
Alright.
a man passionate about populating Nigeria,
Very true.
irrespective of the fact if we all die of starvation.
Haka.
His honorable member, where from his constituency, men, women, children, camels and goats live together in harmony.
Very true.
Man is a man with 5 wives. Initially, we thought he had 19 children, but we realize now that they are more than that.
You don't even knew them.
That means I have the floor, and that means that you probably are driving in traffic and see a child hawking pure water. It may be his child.
Very true.
You may get to a construction site and see those men with 6 packs carrying those headpans on their head.
Haka.
One or all of them may be his children.
And this is back. It's not
We
like
do not
one-
know
Can you keep quiet?
For sure.
I read in my acronym.
how
My
many
manifesto.
children he has, but he has 5 wives, documented. Let's make welcome the one and the only Malam Ajebo.
Jama'a assalamu alaikum. You are very welcome to the Honorable House of Parapo. All the way from Shannon local government is where I have affair for. And I will not disappear because we are here to carry this country to the next level. But to some of us that we are in our mind, we are making this country wet. How can you make the country wet? It's not fair. But we are here to correct the abnormalities.
Sometimes when you open your mouth and talk, I want to ask a question. Now that's the question I want to ask you now.
Ask it.
When you say that we are making the country wet, let me ask you the question I want to ask you now. Who is in the power?
You see, the problem is the people who have not started topics. But let me reiterate. But if I don't reiterate, you will not understand. We are not talking about ritualists. We are talking that people who make country wet.
Alright, thank you.
What do you mean?
Let's bury the garbage.
I don't join issues with you.
All right, so of course we've introduced the honorable members to you. We'll take a quick break, and when we get back, we would lay out today's issue appropriately and get into the meat of the matter.
Good day, my people. It's the Honorable House of Parapo
Yes,
News
sir.
coming to you live and direct. I am Mala Ajabo all the way from Shannon local government. And with me is this my colleagues who will be reading the news with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do know my own name. I'm more popular. I am Mr. Muri Akiribi Atalakori one. And let's jump into the news like a woman jump into conclusion.
As I speak to you, no fewer than 41 persons were even confirmed killed, while 107 houses were and other properties were among the 10 destroyed during the recent communal clashes between the Lumbudas tribe in Adamawa State and their Wadas counterpart of our Gombe State.
Exactly. The two tribes were at war following a dispute over a paisu
Alright.
of land. The district head of Lafia in the area, Mr. Clement Minak Haru, told the committee set up by Governor Mohammed Jabrila to assess the crisis and reconcile. Benny, to mix it, moderate it, the two members of the committees together. Benny.
I haven't tell you what I've told you. The two ethnic group had even told the committee members that a simple issue that could not even have been resolved had even fought again to amicably was allowed to even deteriorate into what is a full-blown war where even those that are passing by on the evening Buzi Yola Gombe Road were even not spared.
Wahoo, they were not spared, but they were knife. The chairman of the committee, Dr. Hagoso Bamayi, told the paramount ruler that the assessment team will visit all the affected communities in the course of their assignment. Benny.
Moving forward, as the assignment was even done, the committee members also visited the mayor of Kaltagwara in the Gombe State. Engineer Abubakar Abdullahi, where they even went ahead to commiserate with him over the losses of these people.
Back to some modern news. 9 people were declared dead. Benny, it's a foreign scene. We're going abroad. We have traveled out.
We are in the abroad.
The abroad, Benny. 9 people, they are declared dead and tens of thousands evacuated on Friday as fires of fierce fire. Fire that is fierce. Fierce fire.
Fire.
Exactly. Rage across the western U.S. state of California. That's where Kanye West, my cousin, used to stay from time to time. With one rapid spreading blaze threatening the famed resort of Malibu.
Malibu is a system of government. But moving forward, all of these fatalities and casualties and even familiarities, all of these things that have migrated were even reported in a massive late season into the El Pano in the town of Paradise, in Beauty country, north of the state capital, and as they are even moving into the Sacramento of 26,000 people was even ordered to even leave the official and even go ahead.
26,000 homeless, just like that.
Is a normal thing in Kano.
Okay, that's very good. Anyway, late Friday, Butte County Sheriff Corey Honia updated the campfire death toll that he did not have all the data, but he did say that 4 people were found inside a vehicle, the Paradise area, while another was found nearby outside the vehicle. 3 more were found outside the residence and 1 inside the house. All of them dead.
Kai is a very shocking sentence. As I speak to you, let me quickly leave it like that because it is a painful sentence. People even die like cuttlefish. Kai. Let me move forward into Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
You see Chelsea midfielder, the person they call Rosie. Rosie Balakale. Bakasan Rosie Balakale.
Ross Barkley.
Is the sentence. One is singular, the other one is plural.
Exactly.
So moving forward is that he had even braced for a hostel reception within his old club. Alberton had even visited Stamford Bridge on a Sunday morning where people are going to church.
Exactly. You see, when a person is going to the football field, when others are going to church, you will have a very hostile reception. Benny, this Bakale left Everton to join Chelsea in January after 13 years at Goodison Park. And this weekend, he faced what they call the Toffees for the first time since that controversial move.
Very true. As I speak to you, the 24-old man boy had even did not play. The older man boy did not even play for Everton for in the last 7 months of his time of Mr. Abunang. You know this thing the women and men did. They were moving forward due to a hamstring problem and eventually moved to Chelsea in a quarter price of 15 million. Woo! But if I convert it to Naira, is 19 million Naira deal.
No, it's dollars.
Okay, let's put you Nigeria, you like a dollar, you're in Nigeria, you are calling dollar.
I will not struggle with you because after struggling to break into the Chelsea team under previous boss Antonio Conte last season, Barkley have impressed new manager Mauricio Sarri.
You see, in Ingila International has even become a regular under Shara, scoring 3 goals in his last 5 Chelsea appearances. Appearances.
Thanks a lot. That's why we're going to end the news. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen.
God don't need to bless them. That's
what I'm saying now. You say that God is going to scatter their head. I'm saying God will bless them. Is it not the same thing?
It's a blessing alheri. Come on.
You see, I cannot continue. Management.
Thank you very much.
I can't work with this man. He's not educated. I'm getting another.
I take a bounce.
Welcome back. It is still the Honorable House of Parapo.
Very true.
And of course, we're delving into the matter on ground.
The cocos.
Now, it is something that we all are familiar with. And when I say we all, you'll find out in just a moment. Today, the subject of our discourse is African time.
Very true. I have it.
Now, it is the perceived. African time has also been named by the Westerners as black man's time. Now, it is I have the floor, honorable members. It's the perceived cultural tendency in parts of Africa and the Caribbean toward a more relaxed attitude towards work, meetings, and progress, as opposed to being on our toes to make sure that we're prompt to meetings, prompt for appointments, and get the job done and maximize the time we have. The Westerners have pinned it as one of the major issues why Africa is underdeveloped. So today we will delve into that matter, get to hear from the honorable members, and of course get to hear from you, the honorable listeners, as regards the issue of African time and if it should remain or we should think of a way to get it out of our space. Now we'll start out with the one and only Malam Ajebo.
You see, the problem I have with you is that you don't have the problem. Yeah, the truth of the matter
That does not even make any sense, Madam Ajebo.
it doesn't.
How does the flow make any
Hey,
sense?
well, like the master's preacher. Should we start coming to our primaries with our apparatus? I has a dagger eye. I can walk on you.
Let me tell you, I have patent. If you have that, I have
Honorable
patent.
members.
I'm afraid of you.
Honorable members, we would not endorse violence. Malam Ajebo has the
Please,
floor.
tell him to keep his dagger.
You see, it's just a system of government that I propose. Is a bill I'm proposing.
Okay.
It has nothing.
Malam Ajebo, please go straight to the point. You have limited time.
Let me quickly run into the time, because you see, African time, as it were, is a system of government, whereby in two perpendicular people. Now, because you don't know what your enemies has in stock for you, if you don't moderate it with African time, you will not get there on time. You understand? You have to be intellectually dyslexic to understand what I'm speaking.
Okay.
If you are not intellectually dyslexic, you cannot meet up with African time. In African time, they have two systems of government. One is of the previous government, where they will promise and will not fulfill. They will come and come and be siphoning the commonwealth of the masses and English. Like in China, the local government, once we put a time in timelines, which we created by way of employment, where the government of the day, they create employment, there is no African time. But it is in this government that Baba Bahari, as it were, a man who has integrity, he don't use African time.
Malam Ajebo, in rounding off, please.
He is not an African man. We cannot say we're African and behave like African.
Malam Ajebo, in rounding off, please.
In conclusion, I don't like rounding up, because rounding up is like an arm robber.
Okay, finish.
I can't finish. How about? Let me conclude. Thank you very much. In concluded, you see, they have two types of African time. One is of the ruling government. One is of the previous.
Madam, you have said this thing before. I wanted to ask you a question. What is the relationship between what you're talking now?
You are asking me to say more nonsense.
Don't worry, forget about it.
Malam Ajebo, you have 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds, African time is part of us. We can't leave it. Because from 1942, when we got our independence, then we now amalgamated.
Malam Ajebo, which country is that?
Nigeria. That time, this 1960 is PDP government independence. But the two APC 1960 was when the northern and southern protectorate and the eastern Fiafia people.
What do you mean by Fiafia? Do you know how many of us in the colonial administration?
I can't join issues with you.
Thank you very much.
Because I don't take it gladly.
Let's spread the gathering.
Do you know who I am now?
Let's spread the gathering. Wait. It is the...
All right, Owele Baristus.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, man. It is a highly inflammable this thing that we have been talking about.
What is this thing?
When I said this thing, I mean the thing we're talking about. That is the African time.
You see, common sense deserves that to whom brain is given, common sense is expected.
Madam Ajebo, it is you that should be asking, do you have common sense?
Your attention is taken.
Yes, why my time is saying, I don't care. I can even tell Madam Ajebo that as I'm here, I don't care. I can decide to mobile the time, fast forward the time, and pause the time, because time is money. As I'm here, it's not that I don't want to go to school. I look at it and said, what is the value of even going to the school when I can go and run business and make money? And the employees who are going to the school to manage the business.
Excuse.
Yes?
What the nonsense you just have to do with African time?
What I am saying is, I don't have time of wasting. Anybody who is having African time is somebody that does not have the value for money. Because if you are wasting time, you are wasting money. As a Nigerian man I am, For example, if my flight to go to China to go and do importation is supposed to be for 8 a.m. in the morning, I come and tell myself that I will get there by 8 a.m. Shower alarm. That means I don't have common thinking faculty. And I want to say that it is a total share badass that as Nigerian people, African people, and we what is that?
Veins, your veins. Your veins are swollen.
Ah, is it?
Or your school.
Is it?
You are saying about to faint. Your veins are showing
It's a
everywhere.
medical
And it's my own friend that is showing.
Let's bury the gun.
It's my friend that is showing. And you are
Owele
telling me
Evariste has the
for
floor.
me.
You see, this way should...
No, I don't remember. Owele Evariste has the floor.
Is it a
Madam,
medical
keep
condition?
quiet because if you don't keep quiet, I can say that we'll end play like
You
this.
see that my
And we'll go
elder brother
outside.
that I told you about, once his veins started coming out, he will run mad. I'll let him continue. That's
Continue.
So, Mr. Speaker Man, I want to say that anybody who does not meet up with time does not have value for money. Because in life, in fact, as a businessman, I am. If I want to go to the shop, when I was a boy in my brother's shop in Mariana Market,
The one that you were cheating.
I was not cheating him. He had a shop, and while he was in the shop, I was there too. And I was doing my own business. He was doing his own business.
Inside his shop.
From the shop, I have my own shop. It's called entrepreneurship.
Oh,
That's what it's called. So if you don't understand,
You
it's
see,
okay.
human people are criminals. Criminal in nature.
So, Mr. Speaker,
A rounding off, please.
in landing up,
Kai.
what I want to say is,
Barao.
it is a total shell
As
badass.
usual.
Now, can you mark the time of 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. to come to the office for us to discuss business? You come 2:30. The first thing I will do is to cancel the appointment because I don't waste my time. Because my time is money.
Thank you very much. Owele Evariste says the time is money. We'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we would get to hear from the other two honorable members. And of course, we haven't forgotten you. I have the floor, please. So remember to join the conversation via Twitter and Instagram at House of Parapo. Parapo is spelled P-A-R-A-P-O.
I'm very proud of very
At House of Parapo. On Twitter and Instagram, feel free to drop a comment. I will be glad to take it on this platform. Let's go on a quick break. Welcome back. It is still the Honorable House of Parapo where we're dealing.
Why are you screaming?
We are,
The one screaming.
we are enjoying ourselves.
Where
Enjoying.
Let's bury the gun.
this is still the Honorable House of Parapo where we are dealing with the issue of African time. Malam Ajabo believes that it is part of us and it should remain.
Yawa.
Owele Evariste believes that time is money.
In fact, it is
You'll
be alright.
Simple
Don't
and
you
economical.
are
And economical. Repeat answer.
Respect
And
and
economical.
gathering. Respect the gathering.
Chief Communication, please.
Thank you. In fact, my institution is the one that even brought me on the scene because when I went to speech, I speak in points everywhere.
Kadilla is only me that don't has an accent. You people all has an accent.
Malajabo.
After me is a master speaker. Though his accent is a Nigerian accent. But we speak Queen's English.
Malajabo. Oh, Chief Communication.
Thank you.
what you speak is Queen of the
Before
Coast
the
English.
lady
Queen of the
introduction,
Coast.
and then who is this one?
Ah, Dusa, you don't know him.
It's just an overgrown mosquito.
And then before the overgrown mosquitoes even entered on my mind, I just want to say it, and I put our hand.
Oh, to comment the show.
Owele Evariste, we really don't have time.
No problem.
We really don't have time. Because this African time that we're talking about is a time that we really don't have on here. The issue is this.
Tell them.
I want to gain from another angles perpendicular to the Pythagoras theorem.
Kai, that is to say you are looking for the area of trapezium.
First on your right hand, you are saying something good.
I like
In
to
the
get
area of trapezium,
Yawa.
you had a situation whereby the Oyinbo papers, they want to come and call us in a xenophobia's way.
Let me ask you a question. Are you not black?
Don't ask me any question because time is of the excellencies. Today's issues,
Good, yeah.
gentlemen. The issues is this. Is it African time? What of Australian time? What of Asian time? What of American
Ah,
time?
it's American, like I say. You have
What of all the other times?
Yawa.
How can they just carry everything and give one to us? Damn, they should have their own. Unless my case is.
Thank you very much, Chief Communication. And I have the floor. And in the voice of Mr. Muri, you are a man.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to Mr. Muri Akeribi at Alakoni.
Thank you very
Man.
Why are you looking at Chinese goat that is just what they call the
Mr. Muri, please go
Thank you
ahead.
very much, Mr. Speaker. He gave me a pleasure. Or when you begin to upgrade the English, a pleasure. When you begin to look at the circumference of the discourse of our magnificent lapis.
Muri has started.
We're going to circumference.
Exactly. It's around. Anyway, let me not be distracted. You see, when you look at this issue of time.
Corrupt mind.
Time. Oh, time. Time, you think that does not stop for anyone. Oh, time. You this element that goes tick tock, and every man goes Oh no.
You cannot be saying TikTok and pointing me. You cannot be saying TikTok and pointing me like that.
Yes. If the shoe
He has the virus.
Mr. Muri has the floor.
Let's it up. If the shoe fits, let's it up.
Anyway, I don't really ask you to have
Back to
this.
your point.
Back to the point. You see,
Is it
speaking
a
of points,
point or pura?
point.
Oh.
Speaking of points, a time must start from a point, and we go to a point. How you utilize the points is what will determine if you are a man of points or outside the points.
Can you wake him
You see,
up?
let me break
I
down.
didn't bring my worries.
Don't worry.
I will explain.
I will follow
You know, when you are talking nonsense, that is when you think you are actually making
No, it's
sense.
not.
William Aristos,
Stop interrupting me.
Mr. Muri has the floor, please.
Thanks a lot. God bless you. I follow you to ATM after the program. You spray with the money.
No.
Don't I deserve the right to be restricted?
No.
You see?
Don't I deserve the right to be
Respect the gavel.
Respect the gavel.
How about?
Mr. Muri, round it off, please.
Iranian.
I don't like Yoruba people.
These American people or these Oyibo people, they call it a black moon time. Are they saying they don't have children and descendants that used to be late for appointments?
Ask me.
Are they saying they are working like machine and getting everywhere on time?
Ask me.
Hey, what is
This
your
is
point?
a blatant lie that they have used to try to circumvent and begin to box us in a meticulous lie.
That's it, all the people that can
What choreographic Lekus Mali?
Hey,
Exactly.
Yoruba man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last thing I want to say is
The last one.
the final punch.
Final point.
I said it.
Bullet
Well, Mr. Muri,
One 88 to another 80.
was that the final punch?
That's it.
Okay.
Bruce Lee said no more.
All
That's
right.
how he died. He said, and died.
So
And
you
that's
will
how the
die
end
now.
went.
Give me the robot.
Exactly.
When you did the what? You look like an Chinese goat that has missing all the.
Well, I know you cannot try because when you try it, your eyes will pop out.
All right, thank you very much, honorable members.
Nonsense.
We'll go on another quick break. Don't move a muscle.
We're going for a cup of tea.
We'll be right back to take your feedback and your contribution on African Time. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It is still the Honorable House of Parapo.
Very true. Inconsequential.
Excuse me, Mr. Speaker, you
Mala,
tell
Jabo.
this man to behave like human being.
I have the floor. I have the floor.
Let's pay the gathering.
Malajabo, you'll be inconsequential. All right?
Mr. Speaker, you see, in every organized, we have what they call a town crier.
Actually, Madam Adebo, when you say this,
No, hold on. He's trying to make a
Let
point.
me concluded. In every organized, we have what they call a town crier.
Okay.
It's like in the modern day technology, they call them heistman. If Mr. Speaker, like a repetitive
Hype man, you mean?
heistman.
No, hype man.
What Mr. Speaker said. Once you said it, I'm not heistman you. That is what I'm only doing my job.
Okay, good job as a hype man.
Thank you,
Madam Adebo, you.
All right, so I have the floor.
You are
Honorable
employing
members,
this man.
on Twitter and Instagram, let's go straight into your points
us go.
and your contributions as briskly as possible.
Briskly.
Now, let's start with, no, not Bob Briscoe.
Actually, that's what I heard.
Now, let's go. I have the floor. Honorable members, I have the floor. Now, let's go on Twitter. On Twitter, I see Mujitaba. Mujitaba says, Malam Ajebo has an anointing for saying nonsense.
Actually, I agree with him.
How does he come through with this kind of submissions.
It's a talent from the
Thank you, Honorable House of Parapo. All right, that's for Mujitaba. Mujitaba, thank you very much. And also, we see a comment here from Ahmed. Ahmed is sending this one in from Kano. It says, Malam Ajabo, ride on. That's how we roll at Shano.
That is the way we have here.
Thank you very much. I have the floor,
I feel
please.
like so much sugar.
I have the floor, please.
System of and Kano.
Malam Ajabo.
But
I have the floor. But I have the floor.
Okay.
Let's try to take two more on Twitter. Twitter, Ngiape sends this one in all the way from Zaki Biam in Benue State.
That is a headquarters for Yan.
And Chief
It's not
Kwame,
Allah.
Chief Kwame, I have the floor. Thank you. It says that Mr. Muri Akiribi Atalakwari one is in the zone today.
pieces.
Right on.
We're riding.
Right, thank you very much for sending that one in. And now let's go on Instagram, take some of your comments. Remember, at House of Parapo, do well to follow us. And,
Very true. Follow. If you don't have the transport, contacted me.
all right. Now I have the floor. I have the floor. I have the floor, please. On Instagram, Moji said, "Why does Owele Evaristus like barking?"
Muji, let me tell you.
But I'll leave it.
What you have told me, your pikin will tell you. I will not come and
I have the floor, please. All right. So
But
I have the
It's
floor.
a ritual.
I have the floor. That was Moji
Keep
from.
drinking spirits.
No, you don't
Honourable members, that was Moji from Owerri. All right. All right. I'm not sure she quite understands that Moji, that means she's from Mr. Muri's constituency, but she lives in your
She
constituency.
will definitely hear it.
All right.
Because you-
And I still have the floor, honourable
Are you
members.
threatening it?
Let's try to
I
take-
cannot be alive here and you threatening it.
Let's try to take two more
Darling.
from Instagram. All right. Now on Instagram also we see another one. This one is from Saliha. Saliha says, Chief Kwamenge Shao, I love your outfit. And you made. I have the floor. I'm still reading Saliha's comments. And says, I like your analogy as regards African time. We really need to boot it out of our system. Thank you very much, Saliha. Saliha sent that one in from Wuse 2. Saliha from Wuse 2. Thank you very
So,
much.
Mr. Speaker, man, nobody heard when I said that.
One more, please. One more. Let's take one more. All right. So let's take this one. This one is from Ojuelegba. All right. This is.
Okay, this is
Sorry.
Mr. Speaker, before you go, I just need to say something.
Yes.
They no more story.
Nobody knows.
You are an Abolo. You are an Abolo.
But I think that it's a high
I have the
time
floor,
we
please. This one is
concluded.
Kamal from Ojuelegba. Kamal said, Mr. Muri Tubaski.
Pieces.
What he said? Olong.
That's how those on Telegram. It does say along. When you are do Agbero, you say along. Massive along.
Thank you. Honorable members,
Do you
thank you.
have a Calcutta?
I'm not done with Kamal's comments, please, on Instagram.
Here I see you
And he
have
said,
Calcutta.
Mr. Muri, I like the way you rounded off your submission. It looked like a finishing move from Mortal Kombat. Thank you very much, Kamal, for sending that one in. And now we've heard from the honorable members and the honorable viewers. That's you, right? As regards the issue of African time. And in rounding off, what we'd want to say is African time is a disease. We need to cut it off as quickly as possible. And it starts from you, all right? Going early to work, to meetings, appointments, parties, and what have you. You know, a senior friend of mine will fondly say that some people go late for everything, that they may even go late for their own funerals.
That is right.
So
That
on
is
that
quite
issue of
philosophical.
African time, we need to actually lay it to rest and maximize every second we have.
Ben,
That's the much we can take on the Honorable House of Parapo today. Feel free to join us via the social media platform at House of Parapo. Let's keep the conversation going till we come your way again next time. It's bye-bye for now.
Next time, you know, I will tell you that I don't have time.
Coolies?